Next, we'll have Sam Ortiz, our director at the Community Action Partnership, and Sam will be here to talk about the Emergency Rent Assistance Program, which is a big undertaking here, not only in Lebanon County, but everywhere they're doing this. It's $8.5 million of funding available in Lebanon County. Sam has been working on this for feels like 2 weeks now, not sure, maybe 3. But the deadlines and the guidance haven't been, especially the guidance hasn't really been available until just within the last week. So he's been working with a team, and I'm sure he'll talk about that. And turn it over to Sam. And what we will need is your approval on the plan that he has presented. That is due tomorrow to the Commonwealth. So that's what he's primarily been working on, and that's the action that you'll be asked to take today.
All right, Sam, if you unmute, you may join us and do your presentation. There he is.
There I am.
Good morning.
Good morning, commissioners. Good morning, Jamie, and everyone else in attendance. Thank you for the time today. I will be presenting for your approval the County Human Services Plan for the Emergency Rental Assistance Program. The assurance of compliance requires approval and signature by the commissioners. Have you all been able to review the document?
Yes.
Good.
Okay, so if you have any questions about that, I'd be willing to field them. First portion of it is a simple assurance of compliance, which a Community Action Partnership agrees to be responsible to fulfill all the duties and responsibilities associated with that. Second portion, Appendix B, is the County Human Service Plan planning process, which describes similar process to our homeless assistance program, which we have been running for a number of years. Includes some information about contact information, and then a simple narrative at the end here, along with proposed budget, which is simply some estimates, including the allocations and the expected number of households to be served. Would like for you commissioners today to approve, and then I can go into further details about the program.
And Sam, would you mind introducing, or at least mentioning, the names of some of the folks that are on your team to help you with the implementation of this?
Sure. And I apologize, I didn't introduce myself. I'm the administrator at Lebanon County Community Action Partnership. So brief description: the program makes available nearly $8.5 million to assist Lebanon County households unable to pay rent and utilities due to the COVID-19 pandemic. The funds have been provided to us by the Pennsylvania Department of Human Services on behalf of the U.S. Treasury. Like I said, they'll be providing additional assistance to eligible households through our existing rental assistance programs. We're going to be working in-house with some of our staff. We have Sandy Long, our Director of Social Services, who's been involved in the field for quite a number of years and is very knowledgeable and capable. Also have Soledad Arroyo Silva, who's our case manager supervisor here. We'll be teaming up with Lebanon County Housing and Redevelopment Authorities, with whom we partnered on the Pennsylvania Housing Finance Agency Rent Relief Program. We are working with Karen Groh at the Lebanon County Chamber of Commerce, who led the CARES Business Relief Program and did a great job. And also Fresh Creative, local creative digital marketing agency, whose services were employed for the Mask Up campaign and also for marketing and information for the CARES Act funds to local businesses.
Thank you. Did you want to give any more detail of dates or procedures that
Sure, I can
to apply and so on?
Yeah, sure. The total allocation that Lebanon County received was $9,325,769. That includes administration costs. It also includes a segment of $381,424 for housing stability services, which is basically going to be case management. The net allotment for rent and utility assistance will be $8,478,057. Pertinent dates coming up. March 8th is the start date, the official start date. We will have a website we'll begin to accept applications. That's going to be LebanonCountyRentHelp.com. That's being designed and implemented at the moment by Fresh Creative, who are doing a great job. And Karen Grow is helping with consultation and marketing efforts about that. It's going to be sort of a soft opening because we did not have too much time to prepare for this, but we are going to be doing some outreach efforts throughout the life of this grant period to get as many people on board as we can.
What is the grant period that you're?
Sure. The program ends December 31st. We're going to be required to do a monthly report starting May 10th. Thereafter, through July 31st, we will have to have obligated at least 65% of the funds, at which point the state will do an analysis and they will recoup and reallocate excess funding, which will then be handed out for the remainder of the grant period, which will be September through December 31st. Throughout the entire time, we're able to accept applications.
And how are you going to accommodate people that do not have access or do not have a computer that they can go online and apply? Is there going to be a manual option?
Yes, of course. We'll have paper applications available here at CAP. And part of our outreach efforts are going to be us planning community events to go out and help people fill out paper applications.
Excellent, excellent. Okay. Any other questions? Yes, Commissioner.
Yes, Sam, I think the one question I didn't hear you answer that would probably come up is, can the landlord apply for this funding and get paid directly?
That is the preferred method. That is the preferred method. Landlords can apply on behalf of their tenants. The only thing that will need to happen with the application is that the tenant will need to sign off.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Any other questions?
Yes, Jamie.
If I may just make a comment, Sam's really nervous about this.
It's huge.
This is a lot.
This
is a lot of money, and I can remember back, in July and August when the CARES money was announced, and wondering how in the world we were going to deliver that all by the, first we thought they thought it was the end of the year, and it turned out to be the end of November, really, realistically. And it's a big elephant to eat, and you can. As the adage goes, you eat it one bite at a time. So this program, I would expect, will kick off, and like Sam referred to, a soft opening, it'll evolve, and it'll find a groove, or it'll find footing, and things will start to fall into place. And he certainly has the right team in place. We learned that with our CARES grants. Karen did a fantastic job. Denny Kinlock and his team at Fresh Creative. I had no idea we had that caliber of talent and ability in Lebanon County, and they did a great job. And they're preparing some, the website and some of the forms that are going to be available on there. So, if you don't know exactly how to go about something, surround yourself with people who do. And I think that's what Sam's done here. And I'm not as nervous as Sam is about this. I think he's got a good team, and I think he'll establish a good program. And I think the key is just getting it out to enough, the awareness to enough people. There are Realtors Association, and obviously, the Chamber and other organizations can get the word out there. And I think word will spread just by mouth too as this program develops. So I think
money talks. But
may I ask, is this going to be similar to the CARES money, where we will be the final audit of the expenditures?
Yeah, CAP is ultimately responsible in the county ultimately, yes.
Okay.
yes.
All right, Sam, because we have an audit coming up on the last money that we doled out, and we'll let you know how we do on that. But, this is a huge undertaking, and I'm glad that you've, expanded your team to deal with it, because you'll need the best of all of you for quite a few months to pull this off and get some relief for the folks that are in peril right now. I know it may be early to ask, but you mentioned the paper option that would be available at CAP, and you're going to do other community outreach. When would those, March 8th is for maybe the soft opening, but would they also, March 8th, be available with The paper
Yes.
apps? Okay,
Yes, March 8th is the program start date, so we're accepting all applications starting then.
all right, very good.
One other comment. This is going to literally take some case management. I think that Sam is planning on supplementing his staff a little bit with some experienced people, and that'll, if he does that, that'll come before you from human resources and transactions, or it could be someone that he just contracts with. So this will be a matter of literally sitting down with landlords, tenants, whoever, to do some hand-holding through these applications, and that's what it takes.
One of the good things about this program is that the intention behind it is to make it as streamlined as possible. The PHFA rent relief program had a lot of barriers and was fairly difficult for people to get through, so that was one of the major complaints. But the intention behind this money is to make it as easy as possible for people to get relief. And it's providing up to 12 months of assistance. So that's going to go a long way.
All right, but just keep in the back of your mind that subject to audit part, because that's
Absolutely.
vital, to get it.
One question, if I may.
Sure.
You said it's for a 12-month. Is that a specified period? Are there beginning and end dates of that rental period?
The only specification they made is, for example, for paying arrears, that's money owed. It has to be accrued after March 13, 2020.
So a 12-month window, but it can be 12 months of time between March of 20 and December of 21. Is that
Correct. Now, it's up, that's the maximum amount. For future rent, we can only do 3 months at a time. Well, after that period, the applicant will have to reapply with new payment information, et cetera. So for arrears, we can just do it all in one chunk, but for forward payments, we can do 3 month chunks at a time.
All right. Very good. If there is no further discussion, we do have a motion and a second, or we do not?
do not? You'll need a motion and a second on the plan for the program. Then
Commissioner Ames?
submitted.
Yes, sir. I'll make a motion that we approve the program in cooperation with CAP.
And I'll second the motion.
It's moved and seconded that we approve this grant request, and we appreciate all the work being put into it. Any further discussion or comment? If not, all in favor, please indicate by saying aye.
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 Opposed, same sign. And was that motion for the 9.3 million?
Yeah, that would, for the plan, essentially for the plan.
Very good. Thank you. All right, Sam, go get them.
Thank you, commissioners. Have a good day.